Shalom. This is In Court and on Trial. The witness of Pontius Pilate. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Ruach HaKodesh is saying. We will take some time to revisit the court trial of YAHUSHA HA MASHIACH from the perspective of all those present at the time, even YAHUSHA himself. Contained within the picture is the letter written by Governor Pontius Pilate, sent to the Roman Emperor concerning Adonai, YAHUSHA HA MASHIACH. I will take a moment to read the perspective of Pontius Pilate on the court trial of YAHUSHA. The epistle of Pontius Pilate, which he wrote to the Roman Emperor concerning Adonai, YAHUSHA HA MASHIACH. Pontius Pilate to Tiberius Caesar, the Emperor, greeting. Upon YAHUSHA HA MASHIACH, whom I fully made known to thee in my last, a bitter punishment has at length been inflicted by the will of the people. Although I was unwilling and apprehensive, in good truth, no age had ever or will have a man so good and strict. But the people made a wonderful effort, and all their scribes, chiefs, and elders agreed to crucify the ambassador of truth. Their own prophets, like the syllabus with us, advising the contrary. And when he was hanged, supernatural signs appeared, and in the judgment of philosophers menaced the whole world with ruin. His disciples flourished, not belying their master by their behavior and continuance of life. Nay, in his name they are most beneficent. Had I not feared that sedition might arise among the people, who were almost furious, perhaps this man would have yet been living with us, although being rather compelled by fidelity to thy dignity, then led by my own inclination, I did not strive with all my might to prevent the sale and suffering of righteous blood, guiltless of every accusation, unjustly, indeed, through the maliciousness of men, and yet, as the scriptures interpret, to their own destruction. Farewell, the 5th of the calendar of April. Also, for those who don't know, YAHUSHA HA MASHIACH, or Adonai YAHUSHA HA MASHIACH, is Hebrew. When interpreted in English, it is Rabbi or Master Teacher Jesus Christ. Now I will be reading from Matthew 27:11-26. YAHUSHA before Pontius Pilate. Meanwhile, YAHUSHA stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, "Are you the king of the Yahudi?" "You have said so," YAHUSHA replied. When he was accused by the chief priests and elders, he gave no answer. Then Pilate asked him, "Don't you hear the testimony they are bringing against you?" But YAHUSHA made no reply, not even a single charge, to the great amazement of the governor. Now it was the governor's custom at the festival to release a prisoner chosen by the crowd. At that time, they had a well-known prisoner who was named Barabbas. So, when the crowd had gathered, Pilate asked him, "Which one do you want me to release to you, Barabbas or YAHUSHA?" who is called the Mashiach, or Messiah. For he knew it was out of envy, self-interest, that they had handed Yahusha over to him. When Pilate was sitting on the judge seat, his wife sent him this message: "Do not have anything to do with that innocent man, for I have suffered a great deal today in a dream because of him." But the chief priests and elders persuaded the crowd and asked for Barabbas and to have Yahusha executed. "Which of the two do you want me to release to you?" asked the governor. "Barabbas," they answered. "What shall I do then with Yahusha, who is called the Mashiach?" Pilate asked. They all answered, "Let him be crucified." "Why? What crime has he committed?" asked Pilate. But they all shouted the louder, "Crucify him." When Pilate saw that he was getting nowhere, but that instead an uproar was starting, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd. "I'm innocent of this man's blood," he said. "It is your responsibility." All the people answered, "His blood is on us and on our children." Then he released Barabbas to them, but he had Yahusha scourged and handed him over to be crucified. His blood on our hands. Next time we will focus in on who the chief priests, elders, the people, and their children are, because they stated with one voice. All the people answer, "His blood is on us and our children." To be continued. All praises to Yahusha, Yahuwah. Shed light on life. Shalom.